All right, to start off our installation, we're going to go ahead and install our motherboard. Remember, you always want to put in your I/O shield first, and on this case, Corsair has installed a standoff, so you don't have to do that. It just makes it that much easier. So we're going to go ahead and take our motherboard here, and it should go in quite easily. See if we can line it up. And there is quite a lot of room because you don't have, your 5¼ inch drives or anything like that. And we have it on those standoffs and everything lines up perfectly. So you're going to go ahead and use the included screws and screw the motherboard in to secure it. Next up, we have our 3.5 inch hard drive, which you can only install 3.5 inch drives on this side. So you want to keep that in mind. You do have your 2 spots down here, and this is completely toolless. So you just take one of these trays out, get it out here, as you can see. And what you're going to actually do is you're going to put it in here. Sometimes these can be difficult, sometimes they go right in, but you have these little tabs here that go in to the holes on your drive. So now you can see it is in here, and I'm holding it actually by the tray here, so it's not going to move. And what you're actually going to do is slide that back in, and it's going to connect to the hot swap there on the back. So we just slide it completely in and see if it will lock. Kind of takes a little bit of pressure to lock right into place, but we are in the hot swap back there. Very, very easy, especially if you want to swap out your drives. Now for 5¼ inch drive installation, you're actually going to want to put the case on its side. Just makes things so much easier. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, and I'm assuming, I haven't really looked at the instructions, which we never do, but I'm assuming you just put the drive in from the front like so, and then you do have these tabs here, which, if you can see them in the video right there, these will actually lock your drive into place. And it's being a little bit difficult here. There it goes. And we're right there, and then you use this thing, the toolless tab right there, to lock it. And as you can see, our drive is not moving whatsoever. Our 2.5 inch drive is next. Now, you can actually remove this cage as we showed you in our overview video, but you really don't need to. It's extremely easy to install these. Now, you want to remember, you want these ports right here facing out, because if you put them this way, there's going to be no way to really access them whatsoever. So all you have to do, it is extremely simple, is you just take your drive and it locks just like that right into place. Extremely simple. All right, now onto the power supply. What you're going to want to do, there is this little riser right here, and I've actually moved it all the way to the back to make room for the power supply. This actually holds your power supply up and gives it stability. So what I would suggest, depending on the size of your power supply, is to move this all the way to the end, and then when you're done, you can go ahead and move it closer if you like. So power supply, we do have a lot of room down here, and you do want to have your fan facing towards the inside panel here. So what we want to do is try to get it in here with our cables and just get it over this back lip, and we line it up here. Of course, we're going to secure it with screws and run all of our cables. And if you can see down here, this riser, we need to move it a little bit forward to support the end of our power supply. Now we've gone ahead and wired everything up. This side of the case is great because you have quite a lot of room to hide all of your cables. On the other side is made to showcase your motherboard and video card. And this is really, really great, so you can hide all of your cables back here. Our last and final thing to do is put in our video card. Now this is the Sapphire R9 280X Toxic. It's one of the longest video cards available right now, and the reason I mention that is because some cases don't support long video cards, but this case does, no problem whatsoever. So as you can see here, we have our big card, and we're going to go ahead and install it here. And as you can see, even though it is extremely long, we have quite a lot of room here. All you have to do now is install our cables and secure it with thumb screws, and we're pretty much good to go. All right, guys, we've completed our installation here. We're ready to turn the system on. I have some of our studio lights turned off so you can see the colors of the fans. Now, the only 2 fans that actually light up are the 2 in the front. The one in the back doesn't. Of course, you can replace that if you want. So if we go ahead and turn the system on here, you can see that the 2 fans in the front do light up white. Now the video probably isn't doing it justice. We'll of course have pictures in our actual review, but this is it for our installation. Now if you have any questions about installation, you're having a problem or something like that, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and also check out the full review of this case on thinkcomputers.org. And remember guys, if you like our videos, why don't you subscribe? Catch you guys later.